David, it's me. Call me back.
Grace Harper is under police protection.
Someone's outside. I'm frightened.
Grace, I got your message. I can't get away right now, but I'll send round someone you can trust. Don't worry.
Do you want me to go around then?
Please.
Detective Constable Rob Brady. Grace?
Rob.
Grace Harper's dead.
Give us a room here, you! Call the police.
No, Rob? No, but we have got a stand-in. Again?
Rob called me earlier. They had a bad night with the baby, so he's dropping the twins at daycare.
You're the boss. So what have we got?
Looks like a painter and decorator. Luckily, we've got an ID thanks to his driving license, Harry Steedman. Someone stuck a screwdriver in him.
Nice.
Off-duty uniformed officer was first on the scene. Just gonna get his account.
I was on my way to work and I spotted him driving erratically.
So you pulled him over?
No, the van ground to a halt. By the time I could get to him, it was too late. Is everything else though? It's just on duty soon.
We'll need your clothes.
Oh, I've got a spare uniform in my locker. Can I bag these up and drop them over to you then? I'll give you a full statement then.
Of course. Thanks for your help, Sergeant.
Ah, it's fine.
Sarge? Yeah, I'm leaving my house now. I'm dropping the twins at daycare. Come on, girls, that's it there. Go on, careful, careful. Yeah, I thought I'd meet you back at base. It'll all be over by the time I get to the crime scene.
No, actually, Rob, I'd like you to see this.
Yeah. Coming in, let's go. Quick. Quickly. That's it. The victim looks like he's been in a fight, but the cause of death is clearly the stab wound in the abdomen. Presumably he pulled a screwdriver out and bled to death on the way to hospital.
Another 5 minutes and he would have made it.
The driving license has given us an address, a pub, the Rose and Crown.
The Rose and Crown? Whereabouts?
Poplar.
Vivian, can I have a word?
Something I said.
Who knows?
Do you remember Grace Harper? She was in witness protection. I was a handler.
Of course I remember. She was murdered, Rob found her body.
She lived at the Rose and Crown.
So, who's this guy?
Grace's long-term boyfriend was Doug Steedman, the landlord. Presumably Harry Steedman's his brother. I don't want Rob anywhere near this.
The detective inspector and I are going to go and do the death knock.
Any particular reason why?
That pub's got a reputation. Let's just say you two might not be welcome there.
You're joking.
No one likes pandering to racists, Rob. But we have to be sensitive to the situation.
I was beginning to wonder if you'd noticed.
What?
Well, that Rob's checked out the job.
Oh, that's not fair.
What? He didn't want to come to the crime scene this morning. What's that about?
He's got a new baby. I think he's lost his bottle.
Why?
I don't know. All I do know is he started to go off the rails after he found Grace Harper's body. It hit him really hard.
You sure you're in the right place, darling?
Do you know Harry Steedman?
Yeah, I'm his brother. What's up? Is Harry all right?
I'm Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole.
Detective Inspector David Bradford. Is there somewhere we can talk? Somewhere a little more private?
Yeah. Go on, then. Spit it out.
I'm sorry to have to tell you that your brother, Harry, was found dead this morning.
He was what?
Mr. Steedman, your brother was stabbed with a screwdriver. This has been treated as murder.
You okay?
This is a mistake.
We haven't made a formal identification, but your brother was found in a yellow van, registration FT07SWZ.
Yeah?
Our assumption is that he was trying to make it to the hospital.
Mr. Steedman, do you have any idea who might have done this to your brother?
Everybody loved Harry. He was special. Did you know that? Do you know that Harry was special?
Thanks. Our victim's brother, Doug Steedman, has a criminal record. Caution for assault, a minor ABH, then 6 months prison for a racially aggravated assault.
What about Harry?
No criminal record. The system shows he was a victim of assault 2 years ago when he was still at school.
Who assaulted him?
2 teenage girls. Sounds like they've been bullying him for a while.
Bullying him?
The report flags him as vulnerable.
It's the time in being, though.
But he held down a job as a painter and decorator.
Had his own business. No good with the admin. But Harry was a demon with a paintbrush.
So who looks after the books?
My missus, or at least she did.
Not anymore.
No,
Why not?
she died.
Sorry.
Don't be. I'm not. Weren't together when it happened.
Can I ask you, Mr. Steedman, where were you between 8 and 9 this morning?
Am I some sort of suspect?
We just need to know for elimination purposes.
I was there, taking a delivery. That's the brewery, if you don't believe me.
Do you have a child living with you?
Yeah, my little lad, Rocky. He's at nursery.
So it was just you, Harry, and Rocky living here?
That's right.
Your ex who died, was that Rocky's mum?
Yeah,
What was her name?
Grace.
How did she die?
What's this got to do with Harry?
Could be relevant.
It ain't.
Is it okay if we take a look at Harry's room?
Yeah.
Never grew up, my baby brother.
We didn't find a phone on Harry.
That's weird. He was glued to that thing.
What are you doing?
Giving it a ring. Come to voicemail. Can't believe he's dead. Where did you find Harry?
Rotherhithe.
And who found him?
An off-duty police officer, as it happens.
So what happened with Grace Hart? Do you know why she was murdered?
It's not my investigation. Rob and I were told to stay away from the case.
Well, you must have an opinion.
Grace was killed to stop her from talking. She was about to blow the whistle on something big.
Can I ask what?
You can ask.
I might know where Harry Steedman was attacked.
How come?
I found this delivery note in the glove box of his van. It's for paint delivered to a Mrs. Hart at an address in Peckham a couple of days ago.
Do you think he could be working there this morning?
It's possible. Want to check it out?
It's a long shot. We could send a local uniform.
Up to you.
Okay.
Oh, before you go, my mum got this. It's for the baby. It's only from the market.
That's great. And I said thanks. Control requesting backup. 55 Holbank Avenue, Peckham. Insecure premises. Blood trail outside. Possible suspects in premises. Police! Police, anybody here? I'm pretty sure this is the crime scene. Yeah, can you let the Sarge know and send a Socko team down here ASAP? Thanks.
Harry? Is everything all right?
Stay there, don't touch anything.
This is my house.
I'm Detective Constable Rob Brady. Are you Mrs. Hart?
Yeah, the neighbour called and said the door was wide open. What's going on?
Yeah, let's do this outside. Do you know Harry Steedman?
He's painting the hall on the stairs. I saw blood. Has he had an accident?
I'm sorry to tell you that Harry Steedman's dead.
Harry's dead. How? What happened?
We believe he's been murdered.
In my house? Is he lying dead in my house?
No, he was in his van, miles away from here.
Why didn't you say that before?
I picked up Harry's phone by mistake. I'll tell you what mine is, some detectives got it. But I don't know, that's why I need you to find out. He's mixed race.
That photograph of Grace in Harry's bedroom, they were obviously very close. He must have been devastated when she was killed. So I'm presuming that Grace was in possession of evidence of a crime. A serious crime.
That's a reasonable presumption.
So what if Harry knew what Grace knew?
What, and that's why he's been killed? The thought had crossed my mind.
He's a lovely boy. Gentle. Not the brightest, but sweet.
So how do you know Harry?
He was recommended. I think it was a mate of my husband's.
When did you leave the house this morning?
Before 8, I took the kids to school and then called into the restaurant on the way home.
Restaurant?
Yeah, it's how we make a living, me and Josh. We opened an organic restaurant by the river.
Do you recognise this?
It's none of the families.
Could it be Harry's?
It could be. I really don't know.
Excuse me a moment.
It's me. Harry's dead. The police are here. Call me back. Should I get hold of my husband? Voicemail.
I need you to take a look at this. We suspect it's cannabis. Have you seen it before?
Of course not. We've got children in the house. Where did you find it?
In Harry's toolbox. And there's far more here than anyone would need for personal use.
You mean he's dealing drugs?
Do you think that's possible?
I find it very hard to believe. Harry was so innocent.
I found 2 other deaths associated with that pub.
2?
You'd better bring us up to speed.
This is Police Constable Tyler Bates. You won't have forgotten that he was stabbed to death just under a year ago. He was in uniform on patrol. The murder took place less than 50 metres from the Rose and Crown.
Were Doug or Harry Steedman ever suspects?
They were spoken to as witnesses, never arrested. But Doug's girlfriend called 999 that night, which is surprising given that Doug is a well-known racist.
So you think that the girlfriend went out on a limb calling an ambulance?
For a black guy, definitely. I've tried to track her down. Turns out Grace Harper is dead too. I'm trying to find out how she died, but her murder investigation is locked down and I don't have the permissions to access it.
No, I can take care of that. I want you to concentrate on what's happened today, Harry Steedman's murder.
Do me a favour, Billy. Don't mention Grace Harper to Rob.
Why?
Do you know what? Don't see it as a favour. Look on it as a direct order from a senior officer. Okay?
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Grace Harper knew who killed that police officer, Tyler Bates. That's why she was in witness protection.
You know I can't confirm or deny that.
You don't need to. The question is, where was Harry Steedman the night that PC Bates was murdered on duty? Did he see what happened?
You think that's why he was killed this morning? To shut him up as well?
Well, what other reason is there to murder a harmless boy like Harry Steedman? You and Rob must know how Grace Harper was killed.
She was stabbed.
What's that?
A phone. Found it at a crime scene.
Our victims?
Could be. We're going to take it to the lab. See if they can fast track it.
We might not need it. I've just got access to Harry Steedman's phone records. Harry Steedman was constantly exchanging texts with the same number.
Do we know who the number belongs to?
It's a pay-as-you-go, so there's no subscriber details, but we ran a quick sell site, and it's been frequently located at the restaurant owned by Josh Hart, Samira Hart's husband.
Given that Harry Steedman was so vulnerable and the amount of cannabis Socko's found in his toolbox, we wonder if Josh Hart was using Harry as a courier.
Especially as Josh Hart has been cautioned twice for possession of cannabis.
Did you ask Samira about the drugs found in the toolbox?
Of course, but she was all butter wouldn't melt.
Track the pair of them down. Speak to her again. So Harry Steedman might have been stabbed in a drugs dispute.
And his connection to Grace Harper is just a coincidence.
I don't believe in coincidences. Neither do you.
Get in.
What the hell happened?
Harry went crazy. He came at me with a screwdriver.
I should never have told you where he was.
Didn't have a choice. He was going to blow the whistle. What happened with your brother this morning was an accident, I swear it. I only went over there to talk to him, but Harry attacked me. I could see he was hurt. I offered to drive him to A&E, but he wouldn't listen. I mean, you know what Harry's like. So I followed the van. I was just desperate to help, but by the time I got there, it was too late.
Why didn't you call me?
I lost my phone. I was just on my way to get another one.
He was my kid brother.
This is all down to Grace. She poisoned Harry's mind. She turned him against us.
Grace is dead because you killed her.
She was a grass. She was a police informant. She was determined to see me and you, the father of her kid, banged up in prison. Remind me what she said to you the last time she called you.
She said there was nothing I could do to change her mind.
That woman. She got under your brother's skin. This morning, all he kept saying was he had to go to the police. And I'm sorry, Doug, I really am, but if anyone is to blame for Harry's death, it's Grace.
Passenger seat.
Hello, Samira.
Where's your husband?
I wish I knew.
What's this, Samira?
Cannabis.
This looks identical to the package you found in Harry's toolbox.
Supports the idea that the Harts were using him as a courier.
I'm going to take a look around the restaurant.
Where are my kids?
Your mum's with them.
I want to see them.
We can arrange that for you, of course. But in the meantime, it'd be really helpful if you could let us know how you really met Harry Steedman.
A young police officer. Tyler Bates was his name. He was knifed to death about a year ago. Some of the locals decided to hold a vigil. Josh thought it'd be a good chance to sell some weed.
And you met Harry there?
Yeah. Tyler was knifed to death outside the pub that Harry lived in. Harry felt bad, that's why he was at the vigil.
So what happened?
PC Bates was black. And the pub was a notorious right-wing dive. Someone recognized Harry. Everyone started screaming at him. He was crying, and I ended up stepping in.
So you came to his rescue?
You don't know me. He was in trouble. I couldn't just stand there and do nothing.
Good for you.
After that, he started coming into the restaurant. We got friendly. I think he just needed someone to talk to. Especially after his sister-in-law died.
Sister-in-law? Doug's wife?
Yeah, he loved her. He never stopped talking about Grace.
Grace Steedman?
No, not Steedman. I don't think her and Harry's brother are actually married. I think her name was Harper. Yeah, that's it, Grace Harper.
Interview suspended at 16:23. I'm sorry. I made the connection between Harry Steedman and Grace Harper. The detective inspector asked me not to tell you. All I know is that Grace Harper's been killed. What's going on, Rob?
I'm the one who found Grace Harper dead.
What? How?
I was doing David's dirty work as usual.
We're in the middle of an interview.
I'm sure you can handle it.
What's going on here?
Chief Superintendent.
Trainee Detective Constable Billy Fitzgerald. Did your colleague just leave you to conduct an interview on your own?
He's been called away.
Oh, has he now? Who's your line manager? Vivian Cole?
Grace Harper. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
I was worried
About what?
about how you'd react.
Sorry?
Let's face it, Rob, ever since you found Grace dead, you've been falling to pieces.
And whose fault's that?
Detective Sergeant Cole.
Chief Superintendent.
Good to see you.
Can I help you, sir?
This trainee detective has been abandoned by her colleague.
Detective Constable Brady.
Detective Constable Brady. In the middle of an interview. Apparently he got called away.
He needed to speak to the detective inspector.
I'll sort it, sir. Thank you for bringing the matter to my attention.
I think it's best if you sit in the interview along with Billy here. I'm going to have a word with Detective Constable Brady.
Do me a favour. That's what you say to me time and time again.
Because we're mates, as well as colleagues.
You're a mate when it suits you. Get me to lie for you. Do the things that you don't want to do.
I just asked you to check up on Grace. I didn't know you were going to find her dead. I know you've been struggling ever since. I've been trying to cover for you.
I've got a 6-week-old baby at home that won't sleep.
Come on, Rod. This has been going on for months.
Are you telling me I'm not capable of doing my job?
You can't carry on like this. Why won't you let me help you?
I don't need help.
I offered you counselling after Grace Harper. You turned it down.
Stop going on about bloody Grace Harper!
I'm not interrupting anything important.
Sir.
Sir.
I could hear you two halfway down the corridor. What the hell is going on?
So Rob found Grace Harper dead.
He did. What happened is on a need-to-know basis. I don't have the full story.
Believe me, Sarge, I'm one person who doesn't need to know. I'm happy just getting on with my job.
If you could give us a moment, Detective.
Of course.
So, David, what is going on here?
We've been investigating the murder of a young man. Turns out he's related to another murder victim.
Something Detective Constable Brady was working on?
No. He found the first victim dead. In my opinion, he's never got over it.
That's curious, given what you do day in, day out. Why do you think that experience affected him so profoundly?
I really don't know.
But he's a good detective.
The best.
Right, we need to sort this out. Detective Constable Brady.
Sir.
I'm assuming you two have a favorite boozer somewhere local?
Of course.
Good. Buy this man a drink.
I've got to drop this phone back to the lab.
No. I can wait. The police service depends on teamwork and trust. You need to rebuild your team.
Sir.
Don't want either of you leaving the pub until you've settled your differences. That's an order.
This isn't all on Josh. Because I was one that insisted we send the kids to that school and it cost an arm and a leg, and I told Josh you just had to find the money.
So Harry was just a courier. He wasn't dealing.
Yeah, and Harry wasn't sharp enough to deal. Josh said the punters would have him for breakfast.
Was Josh paying Harry the going rate?
Of course not. Yeah, Josh is very good at taking advantage of people's troubles and insecurities.
What do you mean?
Harry wanted to move out of the pub, get away from his brother. Josh persuaded him that he'd need cash and that ferrying drugs around in his toolbox was how to get it.
Why did Harry want to get away from his brother?
Something to do with what happened to Grace, I think. What about my house?
We can help you find someone to clear it up. I'll be surprised if it can be sorted today, though.
Samira, your husband just used his Oyster card at Surrey Quays Station. Have you any idea where he might be headed?
His friend Dan lives near there.
Dan who?
Dan Hardcastle, I think. They went to uni together.
And what's their connection now?
Dan supplies the weed that Josh sells.
I don't suppose you've got Dan's address.
I don't. I just know that he lives in a houseboat in Surrey Quays.
Rob, Brady, wife and 3 kids. This is the address. Reckon you've got an hour, tops.
Dal. I've got to get that phone back.
If you get caught, you're on your own.
Yeah, we both know that's not true, don't we?
Sure you don't want a proper drink?
This is fine. Thanks.
Okay, so council tax records give me a D Hardcastle. The boat is moored at Surrey Quays.
That sounds promising.
Only thing is, I've cross-checked the address with the electoral roll and it comes up as Danielle.
That's very interesting.
Do you want to get a drugs warrant?
No, we don't have time. I will text the detective inspector and let him know what we're proposing to do.
When did Cherry tell you she was pregnant?
She was about 3 weeks in, I think.
I don't mean that. How close to you finding Grace dead?
Pretty close.
Same day?
Day after.
Day after you found a young woman dead on her living room floor. And her baby looking on.
What's your point? Don't tell me you think I got post-traumatic stress.
I had a colleague attended a bombing where a lot of people died. He saw terrible things. He always said it didn't affect him. It was just another day on duty. Years later, he saw a clip about it on TV. He was off work for a year.
That's not what's happening to me. What you said earlier, you were right. I can't do this anymore.
Please, stop beating yourself up, Rob. Grace was under my protection. I promised I'd look after her. I'm the one who let her down. When her name came up today, I couldn't face talking to you about it. All over again. I couldn't look you in the eye.
You don't understand.
I do.
When I said I can't do this anymore, I wasn't talking about Grace. I was talking about the job. I can't do this job anymore. You know what I'm saying is true.
Just tired. Exhausted.
It's not just that. I can't face the crime scenes, families,
Promise me you won't make any decisions without talking to me first. Why don't you go home now? See if you can get your head down for a few hours.
I've got to drop this phone off at the lab.
Do it on the way.
Okay.
That's it.
Place! Don't move. Don't you move. Right, you're going to be sorry you did that.
Josh Hart, I'm arresting you on suspicion of possession of a controlled drug with intent to supply. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
You're really, really pretty.
Well, someone's going to have to recover it.
You are kidding.
Clever kiddo.
You got Brady?
Who's asking? That's my house. My girl's bedroom. What?
If you value the lives of your children, you'll give me the phone you found this morning.
According to Josh Hart, Harry was scared. I think you're right. Harry's death had nothing to do with drugs and everything to do with shutting him up. Josh also said something else.
What?
He said the killer had friends in high places. That's why they won't get caught. I'm guessing you already knew that.
We're sure the killer is a serving police officer.
Do you know who?
Not yet. We've worked out how to break the killer's cover, but it means deploying another officer, a detective.
Which detective?
You.
Why me?
The killer has an accomplice, another serving officer. And no one knows that, officer, better than you.
Who's that?
Detective Inspector Bradford.
Isn't he on compassionate leave?
Not anymore.
You don't think I should be here, do you?
No. Not while you don't know where your wife is.
What do you think about the DI's wife?
I think she's dead.
So who is he?
Tom Price, 24 years old.
I hear you found the body. Can I get your name? Amber Saunders.
If there is anything in your private life that's affecting your work,
It's just a problem with a friend. I'm trying to help.
Nice place. The boss's wife is missing, and that's you with her bag.
Why does she have Sarah's bag?
you know I've always thought there were two people involved in that murder. I think Amber's one of them. Now, these attacks are getting more frequent and more violent. I think that Amber Saunders is a psychopath.
You are going nowhere until you tell me where my wife is.
I need to get away from him. I think he killed Amber. Just like he killed my mum.
Male, going on what's left of his clothes.
Strangulation going on the belt round his neck. The buckle's distinctive. Might help with the ID.
Still bothering though.
It's fine.
Yeah, well, it's good to have you back. You've been missed.
Thanks. Vivian sent me flowers.
Say that again?
I know. I was pretty touched. What have we got?
Boss? Camden murder. We're ready to brief you now.
I drove down to Brixton this morning to view a body. Yet another dead woman who matched my wife's description. wasn't Sarah.
Decomp puts the body in the ground about a year ago. The house was rented by students, 4 males, 1 female, all in their early 20s, which ties in with Soko's estimation of the rough age of the victim.
The landlord paid 2 of the male students to lay decking last summer. That is Freddy Harrison and Nazeeb Karbi. Final payment was handed to Nazeeb late July, just after Freddy had left for the holidays.
Right. Oh, Billy. It's good to have you back.
Thanks, sir. I was loving my mum fussing, but it was time.
Is there anything you need, just let us know.
So, you were away when the decking was completed?
Yeah, I was visiting my girlfriend in Plymouth. When I came back, I just assumed Freddy had finished it. Landlord was going to get someone in, but Freddy was skint. He reckoned we could bluff our way through from looking it up on the internet. I texted him about his share of the money. I haven't heard from him since.
Do you recognize this belt? It's got quite a distinctive buckle.
Was this with him?
So Nazeeb recognized the belt as Freddy's. Also, height and hair color correlate with the remains.
Bank records?
There's no activity on the bank or phone accounts for about a year. He might have just stopped using them, but...
But it's looking more and more likely, given the timing, that he is our John Doe.
We need to confirm it.
Well, Freddy and his sister Karen were in care, so the local authorities should have details on the dentist. Also, Freddy was arrested when he was a teenager, so we'll have DNA too.
I'll put a request in.
We've got an address for the sister. According to Nazeeb, she and Freddy were very close.
Makes you wonder why she hasn't reported him missing. David Bradford? No, she's not off sick. Right. Let me know if she turns up, will you, please? Thanks. Carly's not showing up at college.
This is me. You know what to do.
Karen Harrison,
Yeah, hang on.
can we have a quick word?
What's this about?
I'm training Detective Constable Billy Fitzgerald. This is Detective Constable Rob Brady. It's just a couple of questions about your brother, Freddy.
Is he all right?
Can you confirm he lived at 14 Bellow Crescent?
That's right. What's going on?
Human remains were found in their back garden. We believe they've been there from around the time your brother was living there.
Okay, but he moved out of there last summer.
Can you tell us the last time you saw or spoke to Freddy?
Sometime that summer. Look, I know you want to talk to him, but he couldn't have had aught to do with that.
So you haven't heard from him in over a year?
I said I haven't spoken to him. I didn't say I heard from him. Hang on. I got this last week from him on my birthday.
This is from Freddy.
It's this stupid thing we did when we were younger. We were in different care homes, so we used to keep in touch, sending each other crappy postcards.
It's definitely his handwriting.
Yeah, of course. He's been doing that smiley face by his name since he was 11. He goes off sometimes when he needs to get his head together. He's bipolar.
We heard that he got himself in a bit of trouble whilst he was in care.
He's got a mental illness, so he's got to be bad news, right?
No, I didn't mean that at all. I'm sorry. Really got to get this. DC Brody.
We get the bad end of mental health. People self-medicating with drugs, alcohol. That's what we get to clear up.
Hey, don't make them bad people.
My best mate from junior school's bipolar. I know that.
Erin, we've had an ID.
It's not my brother.
I'm afraid dental records confirm that it is.
It can't be. I told you he's been writing to me.
Karen, we're so sorry.
Almost identical to the ones we know he wrote, so whoever sent the fakes had access to his handwriting.
I knew that receiving postcards would stop Karen from reporting him missing.
We've ID'd the other housemates.
Yeah, we got this from the zoo.
I just thought I ought to let you know. And the police are going to want to talk to everyone.
You say we're suspects?
After what went on, of course we are. Mark?
As far as the police are concerned, it's just a normal house share. Right? Everyone got along. We stick to that, and we'll be fine.
Hello? Yep. Yeah, sure. I'll take a break when you get here. Okay. The police want to talk to me again.
He didn't tell us there was trouble in the house.
Only the usual stuff over who forgot to replace the loo rolls.
We got this from Karen's phone. There's a text chat between her and Freddy about a row that you two had.
It was over the decking. He just left the whole thing to me, barely got out of bed. Then when I came back from Plymouth, it was finished, and he just cleared off.
Freddy seems to think you were on the verge of asking him to move out. Was that about toilet roll?
When the depression kicked in, he was a nightmare to live with. I know he's bipolar, but... Look, the biggest fallout in the house was between Freddy and Lachey. Lachey moved out over it. The landlord wouldn't give him his rent back. He wanted to get away from Freddy. He hated the guy.
Nazib's alibi checks out. He was in Plymouth that whole weekend.
What do we have on this other housemate? Lachey, Hobbs.
The bank confirmed Lachey changed his contact address. But what's really interesting is that he was arrested for assault after he punched Freddy in the student bar. This was about 3 weeks before we think Freddy died.
Yeah, there's also Justine. She was Freddy's girlfriend, but now she's got a baby with the other housemate, Mark.
Nazib reckons that Justine saw Freddy pack and leave after the decking was finished.
So she's either mistaken or lying. Let's find out which. Rob, I've left messages with Carly, and the college is checking with her friends.
It's been a couple of hours. She's not a misbar. She's an angry teenager. If you haven't heard from her by 4 o'clock, then drive around myself.
Thanks.
I don't think I said I'd seen him leave. He just packed up and gone. Or at least I thought he had. He left a note that just said, see you later, see you whenever, something like that.
Do you still have the note?
We also understand you and Freddy used to be in a relationship.
It was never that serious. Was it between you and Freddy?
Oh, no, nothing like what Mark and I got together.
So it was you who ended the relationship with Freddy?
It just sort of fizzled out. When Freddy's depression got really bad, he couldn't see the point in anything, especially a girlfriend.
Freddy had a lot of stuff in his mind. We were the least of his concerns.
Are you talking about his mental illness or his conflict with Lachey?
Appreciate the time. So, your mate Nazib said that you and Freddy had a major bust-up. Do you want to tell me what that was all about?
Guy was selfish. I reached a tipping point. That's it.
What can you tell me about the bar fight between Lachey and Freddy?
It was just whatever was going on in the house spilled over.
Mark?
Or maybe something at college. But I really don't know. I was in a completely different department.
So Lachey and Freddy were in the same course?
Yeah. History. But as I said, I really don't know if that was anything to do with it. I was drunk. He'd been drinking. And he probably shouldn't, because he must have been on some serious meds. But we sorted it out. But the damage was done. I had to go.
So you had a good room in a good place, and you walked away from 200 quid rent you'd already paid. You need to help me out with this.
Look, I wasn't even in the house when Freddy was... When you say he died, you think I was that angry that I came back and put him in a hole in the ground over dirty dishes? You're crazy, man.
How old do you think Justine and Mark's baby is?
10 months, a year. Patrick Lewis from Lachey and Freddy's history course said that when Freddy was in his manic phase, his spending went up. So he'd fund himself by writing other people's essays. He thinks Lachey might have been a customer.
That was helpful of Mark to let us know they were both in the same course.
Lachey was caught plagiarising. He was lucky not to get thrown out.
Look, I paid him, and he copied the damn thing off the internet. So I punched him. That was the entire extent of my anger. They only let me stay on the course because I'm bleeding hearted about being the first in my family to go to uni. Told me to get my head down and keep it down. But hearing what happened in that flat when I left...
Like what?
Just that it got really messy with Mark and Justine there.
When Freddy and Justine split, was that a mutual decision?
No. Freddy ended it. Justine was broken up. Mark was her shoulder to cry on. I guess he got the girl in the end, but it was still awkward with Freddy there.
So what was the plan?
To get Freddy to move out of his own accord.
How?
So this is our guy Freddy, a couple of months before he died.
Poor guy's terrified.
Lachey said they let Freddy fumble around the house in the darkness for a couple of minutes, scared stupid. Mark comes back and flicks the fuse back on.
Crucify them, mate. He'll be out and you'll be back in. No worries.
Some friends, eh?
We hid his food. Spilt water under the radiator in his room. Yeah, I know, I'm really proud of myself. But the power cut stuff, that was too much. It was his sister got Freddy to go back on his meds when he wasn't coping. Mark got impatient waiting for them to kick in.
There was no improvement.
Maybe a bit. But then he got worse. More manic, more paranoid. Mark said I should tell him to move out.
And did you?
I was going to, when I came back from Plymouth. But then, he was gone.
The toxicology report is back. There were traces of Freddy's prescribed meds, but there was also another drug called talifonide.
Oh, don't ask me to spell that.
It's a severe asthma drug, and it's contraindicated for his drugs.
No one's mentioned asthma.
Yeah, track down Freddy's medical records, and we'll talk to his sister and see if he's been prescribed any in the past.
What happens if you mix the two together?
Paranoia, hallucinations, confusion. Toxicology found an asthma drug in Freddy's system, and we're trying to ascertain how it got there.
You won't even take an aspirin? Can you imagine what it was like trying to get him onto his own meds?
You did everything you could.
Wasn't enough. I miss him. I've always missed him.
Would anyone else have had knowledge of Freddy's meds?
Mark studied pharmacology.
News on Carly?
Nothing. Look, I've just realised I have a meeting with the superintendent at headquarters. It's the last thing I need today.
Mark Miller, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder and for the administering of a noxious substance, thereby endangering life. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Mark?
Don't worry. Don't worry, okay? It's just a misunderstanding.
What's the bet that when we go digging, we find a forged prescription or a missing batch of talifonide?
Or maybe Justine lied about finding the note from Freddy, and she was in it too.
I wrote the note. As far as she's aware, Freddy had gone for the summer.
And what about the postcards sent to Karen? That was you.
I buried him. But I didn't kill him.
You be a good boy and look after your mummy for me, okay?
And how long's this gonna go on? Us having to hide away?
Not much longer. I promise.
I'm just gonna disappear like your wife.
I said I'd look after you, and I will. Call me. Anytime.
Rob. I was just about to call you. Listen, Carly's fine, but, she was caught shoplifting.
Where?
A shop called Perfect Occasion. The security just called here for you.
Address?
39 Rosier Street. It's near our college. It'll only take me a minute to go down there.
No. I'm not far away.
Loving the silent treatment, Detective Inspector.
Don't push me.
Came home from a uni bar Saturday night. Yeah, he was... I just found them. He'd hanged himself on the back of the door in his room.
What had he used?
A belt. His belt. I thought I'd caused it. I mean, I knew that the telephone aid would show up in his system and I'd get blamed. They were still working on the decking, so I put him in the hole and I covered him over. I told Nazib that Freddy had finished it and gone.
And you had no help? Where was Justine?
In the library. I had it all sorted by the time she got back.
And what about what was buried with the body? The torch, Mark.
Right, well, it was dark, and I needed something to help me to see. So, I must have just forgotten about it. The next morning, I left a note for Just to find, saying that Freddy had gone. She never knew a thing.
So, Mark's story stacks up.
He's lying about the torch, though. He didn't seem to know it was there.
He dropped it and then didn't know he buried it. I'm sorry, I'm missing your point.
Okay, Freddy was scared of the dark. What if, as a last act of love, someone else put it down there?
So you think Mark had an accomplice?
I checked with forensics about finger marks on the postcard sent to Karen. No matches for Mark, but we do have prints that match on the torch, the postcards, and the stamps, as yet unidentified.
Fast track the elimination prints and DNA. Let's get Justine in. Maybe Mark did manage to hide it all from her, but I want her side.
Justine, open up! It's the police!
She's gone.
A neighbour saw her leave in a cab with a baby straight after Mark was arrested. She had a large bag with her. Justine booked a cab to Paddington, but she turned her phone off straight after, so we're not going to get cell site.
There's a bank withdrawal receipt listed in Mark's custody belongings. It took out over $3,000 not long after you two interviewed Justine this morning.
They were planning and doing a runner together. So now she's going it alone.
We need to have another word with Mark.
While you're doing that, you can ask him about the hairline crack in Freddy's skull. The pathologist believes that was the cause of death.
Well, no wonder she's running.
This is way beyond covering up a suicide. We're looking at murder.
I told you. Justine has nothing to do with that.
There's prints that match on the torch and on the postcards, and they're not yours. If they're not Justine's, then let us rule her out.
I don't know where she is.
Now, I know how much you love Justine. I mean, why else would you bring up someone else's baby?
What are you talking about? Jack's mine, I'm his dad.
I checked Jack's birth with the registry. Justine was already pregnant before you two got together. I think Justine still loves Freddy. Are you willing to go down for murder to protect her?
Paddington was a decoy in case we got followed. She's heading for Victoria Coach Station.
Hi, Carly. I'm looking for your dad.
Why haven't you done anything about what I told you? That David's to blame for whatever's happened to my mum.
You've been through a terrible experience.
So you didn't believe me?
Oh, Justine is trying to get to her family in France. We're going to Victoria Station.
Fine. Stay here, okay? A14. She was here. Come on, she can't have got far.
Justine, stop! Where are you going? With a baby. How far do you think you're going to get? No, stop. Justine, don't put your little boy at risk. No, Justine, listen to me.
I told Freddy I was pregnant. And he told me to have an abortion. So I got mad and I yelled at him and I walked out. And I heard him phone his sister. He was telling her how he wasn't ready to be a dad.
So where did you go?
To get drunk at the college bar. But I couldn't do it. I knew I was going to keep the baby. So Mark took me home, and I went to Freddy's room, but the door was blocked. Mark pushed it open, and Freddy was hanging from the door handle. Sorry.
And after that, you buried him, made it look like he'd moved out, sent the postcards to his sister. What'd you do with his belongings?
Mark took most of them to the dump. I tidied up. I loved him,
you know, even if he never really loved me. I buried the torch with him.
You said that you took most of his stuff to the dump. What did you do with the rest?
Well, I had to save something for Jacques. If I ever told him that his daddy died.
So where is it, Justine?
If Freddy was in an anguished state that night about his pregnant girlfriend, and he phoned his sister Karen, what do you think she would do?
Be with him?
Yeah.
The forensics are back from the pregnancy test. So the finger marks are Justine's and Freddy's, and we've got a DNA match for a third person.
Karen?
Yep. She's in the system for shoplifting when she was 19. Karen was definitely there on that night.
File on the arrest and trial of Freddy and Karen's father. Not only was the man a violent drunk, he also sexually abused Karen.
Why didn't you tell us you went round to see Freddy when he found out Justine was pregnant?
What are you talking about?
We found your DNA on the pregnancy test. We know you were there. Why didn't you tell us? What happened, Karen?
It was an accident. You don't know what my dad did to me.
We do.
He twists everything. Messes with your head. Makes you doubt everything. You don't trust anyone.
We're just trying to understand what happened.
When I went over there, Freddy was stamping around, yelling. He had no friends. No one cared about him. He was falling apart. I made him sit down on the bed. I sat down next to him. I put my arm round him. I don't know why I thought he'd do it. I was so stupid. I thought it looked like he was gonna kiss me. I panicked, and it wrecked him. He was screaming at me. What do you think I was gonna do? What do you think I was gonna do? He thought I was saying you were acting like our dad. Pushed me against the wall. I was so scared. I reached out and I felt this lamp. It was so heavy in my hand. I just wanted to make him stop. I know I should have reported it, but I couldn't have Kaylee going into care.
So you made it look like a suicide.
And then when his flatmates didn't report it, I thought they must have their own reasons to keep it quiet.
And when you started getting the postcards?
I was sure of it.
How did that make you feel?
Angry. Sad. They were messing with me just like they messed with him. He was doing so well until those last few weeks.
They were tampering with his medication. They wanted him out of the house.
Sick?
Justine cared enough to bury the torch with him.
She would have known. He was always scared of the dark.
You ready?
Dunno. Kind of settled in.
Have you been drinking my whiskey?
You know, this stuff doesn't get any better. It's disgusting.
We're going. Now.
Kaylee's dad will take her. Karen won't have to worry about her going into the system.
I expect there'll be some leniency given her past.
Detective Cole, why are you protecting him?
Just get in the car.
He's a liar! He lies to my mum all the time.
Carly, stop.
No, you did. You know he's got 2 phones? Any of you ever asked him about that? My mum did, and he just denied it. Made her think she was going mad.
She found some whiskey in my office.
You're all police officers. Can't you see what's happening here? The reason you can't find her is because he killed her!
Come on, love. You'll be all right. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Give me a bag.
She's been through so much, she doesn't know what she's saying.
Okay, feeling better?
I just miss her so much.
I know, love. So do I.
They don't need an audience.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Let's get in the car.
Is that making sense to you? Now, I know she's looking for someone to blame, but she thinks that David's got something to do with it.
He has got 2 phones. I've seen him use the second one. He used it today before he went to a meeting that didn't exist.
What are you saying?
I don't know. David used that same phone before he slipped out of the pub the night that Sarah disappeared.
He was with you all night, wasn't he?
Not all night. He left early. I covered for him.